Well, hello there. Me and Sarge would like to welcome you to one of my coffee and conversation videos. My friend Jason and I recently took a day trip in Kansas, and I shot a lot of video there, so I'm going to have to show this to you in parts. So there will be several videos. And our first stop was Red Cloud, Nebraska, just outside the childhood home of author Willa Cather. And then we go to a place near Lebanon, Kansas, the center of the 48 contiguous United States. I hope you'll enjoy the video. Thank you. Well, there's my friend Jason, and here's the historical marker. I don't know if you can read that. It's the Willa Cather's childhood home here in Red Cloud, Nebraska. They're kind of redoing the fence and some of the lawn here, but let me back up here.
Uneven terrain.
Yeah, it is uneven terrain. I'm trying to get, there we go. There's the whole house, the childhood home of Willa Cather, great Nebraska author from Red Cloud, Nebraska. We are on our way to other places, but we thought we would stop here. There's Jason. He's taking a picture or maybe some video himself. And yeah, let me get a little bit closer to the historical marker here. Let's see.
You mean to read it in a voice?
Well, yeah, you can read it if you want.
Built circa 1879, this is the house in which Willa Cather lived from 1884 to 1890. She describes it in Old Mrs. Harris, in the best years, and in this quotation from Song of the Lark. They turned into another street and saw before them lighted windows, a low story-and-a-half house with a wing built on at the right, and a kitchen addition at the back. Everything a little on the slant, roofs, windows, and doors. Restored and donated by the Willa Cather Pioneer Memorial and Educational Foundation. Administered by the Nebraska State Historical Society.
So there's
Great
that.
Seal of the State of Nebraska, March 1st, 1867.
Yeah, anyway, there's that, and we'll be going now on to the next place. Okay, here we are at the geographical center of the contiguous continental, well, the lower 48 states. Back before Alaska and Hawaii became states in 1959, this was the center of the United States proper. Let's see, it says the geographic center of the United States, latitude 39 minutes 50 seconds, is that right? Longitude 98 minutes 35 seconds. And then northeast 1/4, southeast 1/4. Some writing I don't understand. There's something that's supposed to kind of a map of it there on there, sort of. And down there, located by Lieutenant Hagedorn of Paulette and Wilson Engineers and L.A. Beardsley County Engineer, from data furnished by U.S. Coast and Geodetic Survey, sponsored by Lebanon Hub Club, Lebanon, Kansas, April 25, 1940. So that's when this marker was put in, with the flagpole, with the United States flag and the state flag of Kansas. Let me see if I can get a better shot of that there, sort of, kind of. Yeah, I'm not a very good videographer here. But anyway, let's see, there's a regular looking bench and my Casey's soda pop cup. And then there's a thing over here that says, "Welcome to the geographical center of the 48 states." Right there, and a big rock. Okay, now there's a kind of a picnic area there, and let's see, there's like another bench and some, I don't know, very small playground equipment back there and some trees. But I want to go over here to this U.S. Center Chapel. It's a very tiny little chapel, not necessarily the tiniest in the world, but with a depiction of the Kansas state flower, the sunflower there. And we're going to go in this chapel here. Let me see if I can do this. Boy, I sound like a tourist, which I am. So, going in the chapel here. And here's the little chapel at the center of the geographical 48 states. Geographical center. And Bruce Springsteen, the singer, leader of the E Street Band, very popular man, he did a commercial here for well, it's sponsored by an automobile company, possibly Ford, and they had him. It aired during the Super Bowl a couple of years back, and he came here saying that, you know, in the middle of the contiguous 48 states, there is a little chapel you can go to, and he used this as kind of a way of saying we all need to come together now because there's been a lot of political fighting, infighting, and so forth in our beloved country here. Let's see what this says here. For God so loved the world, he gave his only Son, that whomsoever believes in him shall not perish but have everlasting life. John 3:16. So there you go. You might be able to just see my friend Jason, who's climbed up on top of the marker for the geographic center of the country there and is taking pictures or video. And yeah, not a very big place. There's some Bibles and things up there. Let's see, and I wonder, I assume they don't, excuse me, I assume they don't hold regular services in here, but I guess there's a place you can leave a donation or something. Oh, this is cute. Wine, it says "Wind for a Hymn," this little thing, and there's buttons here. I think you're supposed to put in some change in the box, and then you can buy like a little cross or one of these. Oh, it's an "I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America." A little pin, and you can leave notes here. That's interesting. Maybe notes or prayer requests. What's this say? Oh, it says, "Your comments appreciated, plus your hometown and state are especially nice. Find souvenirs at Ladau's Market in Lebanon. Visit." That would be my crazy friend Jason. Are you happy now? You ruined my nice little family-friendly video. Anyway, Visitor Center and Historic Jail in Lebanon, thank you for stopping. So,
Jail.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, here we are. I think we're standing more or less right where Bruce Springsteen stood.
Ooh.
Hey, get up at the podium and preach to us, or I will.
I need my glasses.
Oh. Well, I can see. You want me to preach to you?
Yeah.
Hold the camera, and I will do a Bible reading. My apologies to everyone.
Do you want horizontal or yeah?
Okay. Where's the? Well, there's Psalm 61. That's a short one. Okay, and this is all just random. I don't know. It's what the Bible was open to. Psalm 61. An appeal of Israel's king, a psalm of David. Kind of interesting because in contemporary times, Israel is now at war with Palestine, so I don't know. Hear my cry, O God, attend unto my prayer. From the end of the earth will I cry unto thee when my heart is overwhelmed. Lead me to the rock that is higher than I. For thou hast been a shelter for me and a strong tower from the enemy. I will abide in thy tabernacle forever. I will trust in the covert of thy wings. over. Selah. Selah is like, what's that mean? Kind of like hallelujah, sort of.
Isn't that like a name too?
No, well, it's something they used to chant. Selah. One of our Republican politicians was saying Selah a lot when they were getting rid of Kevin McCarthy, or the Speaker of the House. For thou, O God, hast heard my vows. Thou hast given me the heritage of those that fear thy name. Thou wilt prolong the king's life and his years as many generations. He shall abide before God forever. O prepare mercy and truth, which may preserve him. So will I sing praise unto thy name forever, that I may daily perform my vows. And as we used to say in Catholic Church, this is the word of the Lord. And let's see, what were we supposed to say after that?
Peace be on yours.
Well, pray. What is it? Was it praise be unto something? Yeah. Praise be to God. Yeah. So there you go. There's your sermon. Well, it's not a sermon. That's a biblical reading. But I would just say, whatever you believe or don't believe, we're only here for a limited time on this planet, as the late Bobby Kennedy said in one of his last speeches. So we've got to all get along and at least try to get along. And we're here in the center of it all, more or less. There's donuts in the driveway. Am I on?
Yeah.
I've wound up the little music box here, and we have a hymn. What is that? Oh, that's Amazing Grace. So, Amazing Grace on the little wind-up hymn box here in the little chapel in the center of the contiguous 48 states. Thought I'd add that in, and yeah, I might have a little bit more for you outside, but let us leave the chapel here. The sermon is concluded. Go in peace to love and serve the Lord and one another.
And also to you.
Selah. Okay, well, just a little bit more here before we leave the geographical center of the 48 states. Little chapel in memory of Elmer and Zeta Stump, donated to Lebanon Hub Club, it says right there. There's that, and we have the notices here. And then this is kind of the picnic shelter. I don't know if you can see that.
It's a wasp.
And
October wasp.
Oh. And then I want to show a couple more things here. First, I'll go to this up here. On the back of this sign, which is it's a shield sign for the state highway that goes by here. Here, let me show that first. This is where Kansas State Highway 191, see the stylized sunflower shield. This is where that road ends. And what's that say? The center is not liable for personal injury, loss of property, or any other claims arising from the use of this property or equipment. Okay. But I was noticing how people put stickers on this sign, especially on the back. You can see like those kind of travel stickers and other things that people that have been here put on the back of these signs. There's a couple up on the front. There's Wall Drug of South Dakota. I was near there up at Mount Rushmore. And what's that say? Smack dab 281, Kansas, Nebraska, South Dakota, was that North Dakota? I don't know if you can see that. Where's the highway, the U.S. Highway 281 shield. And there's just all kinds of interesting stickers on here that people have put. I wish we had one of our own to put on here. Okay. Yeah, very nice. And I wanted to go over here to this last thing. Well, there's a couple of things over here, too. There's another marker. There's this pleasant little sign, another sign that says, "Welcome to the geographical center of the lower 48 states." Fine souvenirs in downtown Lebanon, it says. Lebanon, Kansas, that is. There's that sign. And then there's something over here. it says, there's a picture of a tree and it says Psalm 92:12 and Psalm 104:16. Touched by biblical verses read inside the chapel, Ajwad Imad El Hashem and his friends vowed to fulfill a dream, bringing a cedar tree from Lebanon that would be Lebanon, the country in this case, I guess, to the center of the USA. The love for Lebanon, like the cedar, is eternal. To every Lebanese immigrant reading this, stay true to the cedar. Stay true to your first love, Lebanon. Awad Imad El Hakam Kaiser Makar, Joseph Nafal, George Nader, Charbel Nader, Roger Harb, George Maolouf. I'm sorry, I'm probably butchering some of these names. Under the patronage of His Excellency, Ambassador of Lebanon, Gabriel Issa, June 15, 2019. Okay, where's this cedar at? I guess that's not a cedar. That's a lovely little maple tree. Somewhere around here. And there's several cedar-looking trees. I hope they didn't... Oh, here it is. Here is the little cedar tree, which I hope they keep watered. Right there. It looks like something was moved from there. Was there another one that died or something? But there's a little cedar tree right there. Well, how about that? And then you have some other folks over there. For their privacy, I won't videograph them, but just to show you there's some other tourists. And I think I'll go around the little chapel here too, because they've planted pretty little, I'm not sure what these things are, but it's autumn here. It's October. Well, it's October everywhere in the world, but it's autumn here, and some pretty little plants. The nicely vinyl sided chapel, the back of the chapel, the picnic area again, and then you have some areas where you can grill out. Over there, some little some kind of little things for the kids, and another bench way back there, and some trees and so forth. Here endeth our journey to the center of the contiguous 48 states, and we have more for you. We will move on from here. I wanted to do one more little addendum to the center of the United States part of the video. There's a thing, a little marker for a bur oak, that gives the Latin name, Society of American Foresters, 1900. Forestry at the Hub of America, it says. A Great Plains Society of American Foresters and Hub Club Cooperative Project, 1996. And this apparently is a bur oak. These are kind of a big deal, or at least very plentiful out here on the Great Plains. Let me see if I can back up enough to get a better photo of it. Oops. Let's see. There's a lovely family over there. My friend Jason helped take a picture of their family for them on their phone, but I don't want to bother them. But anyway, there's that bur oak, and I just wanted to show you what one of those looks like. Okay, now we'll go on down the road, I hope.